Hello everyone. Hello everyone. This is our first webinar about materials and resources in the world of green building. So today we are going to focus about this key fundamental element of green building, because green building have 5 key principles, and all the 5 key are fundamentals for green building and important. So we are going to start with the first key via this focus session, and it's about materials and resources. That's the most important. Before starting everything in our building, we have to focus on materials and resources and what kind of relationship between these materials and resources, and what goals and what strategy and advantages to bring a green building. So thank you for joining me today. It's gonna be really a great session and very informative. With me, my name is Nissaf Slimi, and I'm going to share this on YouTube channel with the record video. So we are going to start with what are materials and what resources and what relation to green building. It's a big question because all over the world, many different materials and resources, and it depends on the location of the country, on the entourage of the climate, and all the resources, if it's really eligible and available or not. So we are going to start with this first question. So what are materials and resources? So there is many conception and many specific principles, key principles, and I'm going to share 3 principal key that can define or describe the relation between materials and resources with the green building. The first one, it's about minimizing the use of non-renewable construction materials. Like what? I'm going to explain this more specifically. Minimizing the use of materials, it's kind of such as energy and water, and through efficient engineering, design and planning and construction, and an effective recycling of construction debris. That's the key point, to minimize the use of non-renewable materials. The second point, it's about maximizing the use of recycled content materials. And what means that? It means modern resource efficient and engineered materials. Okay, but how? All these resources are resources efficient composite type, like structural system wherever possible. In our structural system of the building, of the green building, we have to maximize the use of recycling materials. We have to choose this alternative from other alternative as much as possible. So, and the last point, it's about maximizing the use of reusable and renewable, sustainably managed, like bio-based materials. And this is very important because we have to remember that human creativity and our labor force is our most valuable renewable resources. And that's very advantageous, because the best solution is not the one that requires the least amount of physical work. It's not this the best solution, but we have to maximize the use of our creativity and minimize the labor force. So this is all the fundamental of materials and resources toward green building. So let's move to discover the main topic of today about this focus session. What are better alternatives than the traditional one and then concrete? We know that concrete is the worldwide most famous material that be used all over the world in our construction, wherever it's building for traditional building or offices or whatever, siting or bridges or whatever kind of construction. So we use always concrete. It's an important gray materials, and this is the most famous one. But it's a dirty secret about this material. Concrete, yes, it's the most important thing that we can't build without it, but there is a dirty secret about this gray materials. And what is the dirty secret? So I'm going to put you into the most important alternatives to cancel this concrete material and bring it back more green building materials that offer the same performance than concrete and lower the environmental impact. We're going to discover this green alternative materials than concrete, and there is 11 great materials around the world. So let's discover that. The first green materials, it's the straw bales. On dit en français les pailles. The second materials is grasscrete. We are going to discover that also. The third one is Ramen Earth. The fourth is Timbercrete. The fifth one is bamboo. It's very famous. The sixth one is recycled plastic. Yes. And the seventh is about wood. And we know the wood is the king of materials. Eighth one is Mycelium. Yes, we are going to discover this creative material. The ninth one is Ferric. 10 is Ashcrete. And the last one is Timbercrete, the great Timbercrete material. So we're going to discover one by one this alternative green great materials. So the first one, it's about straw bales. Let's check these pictures on the side about bales. We saw that really a great alternative to make use of it, because we know that is relying on new researches. There is a study and researches and technology that this material straw bales building harkens back to the day when homes were built from natural and locally occurring materials. So straw bales are used to create homes and walls inside of a frame. So replacing other building materials such as concrete, wood, gypsum, plaster, even fiberglass or stone. Yes, we can make use of these great materials. When straw bales naturally provide very high level of insulation for a hot or cold climate, and are not only affordable but sustainable, as straw is rapidly like a renewable resource. Yeah, this is the main point. Straw bales are a renewable resource and the great resources to make use of it instead of concrete. So let's move on to the second one. It's about great alternative green materials. It's very strange a little bit. We don't know about it because it's strange. I'm going also to put the picture of this green materials. And this one, it's about Ashcrete. Let's see a picture about Ashcrete to make you more understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to move to the slide of this green materials. This one, it's about the Ashcrete. Yeah, it's a little bit strange because it's composite with its name might indicate. It's a Ashcrete is a method of laying concrete flooring and walkways and even sidewalks and driveways in such a manner that there are open patterns allowing grass or other flora to grow. So while this provides the benefit of reducing concrete use, and this is the first beneficial one, and there is also another important perk. It's about improved stormwater absorption and drainage. We know that the system of drainage is very important to our building, and the absorption of water, it's very important. So we make use of this green materials, Ashcrete, to improve our absorption and our drainage system. And this is very beneficial. So the third one, it's about Ramen Earth. Ramen Earth, it's a name of something more similar about Earth. That's why it's called Ramen Earth. What's more natural than the dirt under your feet? You know, in fact, walls that have a similar feel to concrete and actually be created with nothing more than dirt. That's the most important thing. And dirt tamped down very tightly in wooden forms. And this material, Ramen Earth, is a technology that has been used by human civilization for thousands of years and can last very long time. It's a traditional green material. So the modern Ramen Earth building can be made safer by use of rebar or bamboo. And also we can make use of mechanical tampers to reduce the amount of labor required to create sturdy walls. That's the main advantage about this green materials of Ramen Earth. And like I said, it's used from many decades on for a very long time, about thousands of years. So let's discover this material is Hampi. Hampi, when we say Hampi, like these pictures below, Hampi is just like which sounds like Hampi. It's a concrete because the word, it's the syllable of the word. There is a crete, so it's inspired from concrete. So like material of the concrete, the gray material, this one is created from the woody inner fibers, the fibers of wood of the hemp plant. And this hemp plant, it's not available in all over the world. There is kind of countries when you find this plant. So the hemp fibers are bound with line to create concrete-like shapes that are strong and light. It's the same advantages like concrete. Consistency. So Hempcrete blocks, we can build green building with these blocks, are super lightweight, and also can reduce the energy used to transport the blocks. And this kind of material, the Hempcrete, itself is a fast-growing material, and also it's a renewable resource and natural resource. That's why Hempcrete is a great alternative materials instead of concrete. So let's move to another kind of material. I know many of us know about it. It's a famous material. It's about bamboo. And this bamboo, it's available in Latin America, in some countries in Asia, and we can find it in tropical forests. And the bamboo, it's a kind of beautiful material. When we design with bamboo, we design like a sustainable design. So what's the advantages of bamboo material to replace it of concrete? So bamboo, it's a trendy material. It's a high level material and cost very high. So, and locally sourced building, because we use it in local countries. So some regions of the world make use of it. And what makes bamboo such a promising building material for modern building nowadays? It's a combination of the tensile strength. We can say this man is like a bamboo. Why we say that? It's about a quote, because it's kind of describing the strength of this man. So bamboo, it's about tensile strength, lightweight, yes, because it's very have a very hard weight, and is fast growing renewable natural resource. So it's used especially for framing building and shelters. And bamboo also can replace expensive and heavy imported materials, and also provide an alternative to concrete, the dirty concrete. And also we can use it in difficult to reach area, especially, and also in post-disaster rebuilding to eliminate or minimize the degree of disasters. And also we can make use of it in a low income area with access to natural locally sourced. This is the bamboo, the great bamboo. So I'm going to move to the next great green materials. It's recycled plastic. Yes, we can make use of plastic to build green building and sustainable building, and that's very, very important. So what's the advantage of this kind of bizarre material? So instead of mining and extracting and also mining a new component, researchers and scientists are creating concrete that includes ground up recycled plastic and trash. So, which not only reduces greenhouse gas emission, carbon, but it reduces weight and provides a new user for landfill clogging plastic waste. So we can make use of plastic to minimize waste and make use of it to reduce the gas emission of greenhouses. And then we protect the environment, the planet, and the atmosphere, and also we minimize climate change impact. And that's the most important advantage about recycled plastic. Like we we see in this picture, So let's move to the next one. It's about wood. Wood, the king of materials. Why I say the king of materials? Because wood is a natural and renewable one, and it's very high level materials. All of us love wood and love designing with wood. So plant old wood still retain many advantages over more industrial building materials like concrete or steel. But not only do trees absorbs the trees not only absorbs the carbon, the CO2 as they grow, CO2. So they require much less energy intensive methods to process into construction products. So properly managed forests are also renewable and can ensure a biodiverse habitat. So we keep our biodiversity of the planet, and we make use of this renewable natural resource to build green buildings. And we can see in these pictures, it's about a restaurant and green buildings built with wood. Let's move to the most bizarre one. It's mycelium. Mycelium, it's not famous material, but I wanted to share that with you because this is an important material and creative and innovative material. What's about mycelium? Mycelium, it's a crazy futuristic building material because it's very innovative. That's actually totally natural. And mycelium, there is a developed country used to make tours, especially in Malaysia and Indonesia. It comprises the root structure of fungi and mushrooms. That's the two main resources of mycelium. It's fungi and mushrooms. So mycelium can be encouraged to grow around the composite of other natural materials. We know that mushrooms, we can make use of it. And mushrooms, it's like a sustainable, it's a crazy plant. It grows wherever, even besides the trees or the rocks or buildings. So like ground up straw in mold or forms, then air dry it to create lightweight. And also the most important advantages about this mycelium material, it's a strong bricks and strong shapes. We can make use of it in our building. Like we see in this picture, it's really a great building tour, build it with mycelium, with the strong bricks of mycelium. It's very strange and crazy, yes. So let's move to the next one. It's also a crazy material, bizarre. It's about ferric. And what means ferric? Ferric, it's a new material. It's an innovative material. Researchers, many researchers make this studies about this kind of new material that uses recycled material, including steel. We can see in this picture, it's like a kind of steels, bars of steels. That's the ferric, but not the main steel. It's about recycled material steel, like steel dust from the steel industry. We can make use of it to reuse it to create a concrete, like building material that is even stronger and even more strong weight than concrete, than the basic concrete, the gray one. So what's more advantageous about this kind of material? This unique material actually absorbs and traps carbon dioxide. That's amazing. as part of its drying and hardness process. And this making is not only less carbon intensive than traditional concrete, but actually it's about carbon neutral. And this is very amazing because if we make use of it, we can make neutral carbon emission. It's an innovative material. So let's move to the next one. The 10 material is Ashcrete, is composed with crete because it belongs to the family of concrete. And we can see in this picture, it's like a building, industrial building built with Ashcrete. So what is this new material? So Ashcrete is a concrete, but an alternative concrete that uses fly ash instead of traditional cement. We don't use the traditional cement. We mix it with the water to make our mixed concrete. No, but it's using fly ash, a byproduct of burning coal. So 97% of traditional components in concrete can be replaced with this recycled material. So Ashcrete is a recycled term of the concrete, of the traditional concrete material that is based of fly ash. We burn it and we make use of it. And this is very, very important. And last and least and not last, or last and not least, the 11 great green material, alternative material, is Timbercrete. Timbercrete is very used in Mexico, in Brazil, and also in Europe, in America. So Timbercrete, it's about a kind of new material, innovative material, and is very interesting building material. Why? Because it's made of sawdust and concrete mixed together. So since it is lighter than concrete, it reduces transportation emission that can reflect the environment, and also the sawdust, we can reuses a waste product and replaces some of the energy intensive component of traditional concrete. And this is very beneficial because Timbercrete can be formed into traditional shapes like blocks, bricks, and also even pavers. And it's very amazing to know about this great alternative Timbercrete material. We can make use of it instead of the traditional concrete. So this is the whole 11 great green materials. I hope that enjoyed the information, but we didn't finish. Let's consider some key strategies and technologies to make use of materials and resources in green buildings. A LEED certificates that is be used in USA, America, and built by the World Green Building Council, make of key strategies and technologies that are very beneficial. Let's see these strategies. Optimizing the use of engineered materials, which make use of proven engineering principle. Identify ways to reduce the number of materials used and reduce the amount of waste generated through the implementation of waste reduction plan. Identify ways of use high recycled content material. Also evaluate all the product and system used for their ability to be recycled, and explore the use of bio-based material, and this is very important. We have also to recognize that transportation become part of a product and building materials embodied energy. So we have to make strategies to minimize the transportation of materials to make use of it and more positive impact in environment. So this is all the key strategies to build the green material. and also to make an environment, a clean environment. Thank you so much for your attention, and have a good day, and we will see a next session about the 5 also green fundamental principle keys to build green materials. Thank you so much and goodbye.